To know from you is, in your own experience in the past, from what place of pain did you start a reflection or a journey that brought you to a place where you now feel an awareness of your own beauty?
If we talk about the pain itself, the pain when you're young that is not really acknowledged, and you have that unsettledness inside and you don't know what to do about it. You don't know what is the base of the pain, and you try to look at different avenues to solve that discomfort.
Now you're saying you, but from your own perspective.
From my own experience,
yes.
Okay. From my own experience. So we're young, and then we try to look at these different identities, to have the identity of the magazine that you look, or the cultural influences that we have a concept of beauty. And I try it all. I dress like a tomboy, I dress like an artist, an exuberant, exotic female. So it was a period of trials to trying to find a female identity, a self-identity, and also a place of rest, a place of where I can relax of who I am. So of course in every try is the fun, is the distraction, but inwardly in that pain don't go away until you find yourself. And that finding of oneself then start a process of abolition of the duality. So the purification of that I don't need to be perfect, that I am unique, that I need to accept my own experiences, that my experiences are not good or bad, that my choices are always have been the best I can.
Mm-hmm. So at what age would you say this started happening with this awareness?
Well, my first that I remember trying this identity started around 14, where I was really discontent about where I was culturally and in my body, what was going on. I felt the pain of not being me and trying to find in that adolescence an identity. And then after 14, 15 was a period of experiments. But around 18 then things start to be more solid for me. Where I say, well, who cares how I look? I definitely don't belong to this way of thinking. And I start reclaiming my own uniqueness. That's the key in the process of the abolition of pain, is that I have unique experiences and everybody have unique experiences, and I cannot compare my identity with my experiences. So then a process of maturity start, and what was more in front for me was to find the solution of the pain. It was not about making myself beautiful. Only now I can say that I understand what is beauty, in that transparency of projecting of what consciousness is through me. So that is beautiful. That is not something that is defined as a form of how I look like. It's more how the consciousness live through me, and how I express it in total obedience and in total understanding that, okay, that sense of surrender and tranquility is just beautiful. It's like looking at the baby.
Mm-hmm.
That innocence. Is beautiful.
And was that a constant state of being that you experienced, or did you still have times in your life where you experienced doubt or regrets or any emotions that are typically considered negative, and then what made you jump from that to reassessing?
I personally didn't have that period of, some people have intense doubts or intense self-judgments. Once I understood, have a clear perception, then, as I say, that was not as a vector in my perception, because I understood I am unique.
And that came when you were 18, and then it was clear sailing.
Well, it was consolidating more and more, but I was more engaged into displaying my skills and living my life with passion and creativity, and so I was bold. I didn't have that self-doubt that it was diminishing. I was just bold in expressing what I knew I have to do it. And I, of course, bounce myself in the walls, find mistakes, find personalities that agree or disagree with me. It was a journey, but I was not consumed or paralyzed by doubt or self-judgments or no. I was more of an activist, where I was proactive, more fire type in displaying my skills, and then through my skills I was gaining more confident and more reassurance that so I was never really conscious of my beauty. I was not really conscious of my beauty while I was creating beautiful things, art and poetry and books and teachings and so on. But it went when in a more state of maturity later in my life, when after having my children and so on, found that the beauty really is in the surrender. When once it had been surrendering towards your own knowing, towards your own heart, then is incredible beauty, and beauty show itself. So it's need to be understood that beauty is like a person. Beauty show to you itself. It's not like, oh, that is beautiful. It's like, oh, it reveals itself. And with that you found, okay, the other attributes comes with it. Like a person that show itself, it's like, beauty reveals itself to me with its power, with its wisdom, with its incredible way of displaying its own grace.
Mm-hmm.
So it is something that you don't, that consciousness, when it's in, it shows the different attributes, and beauty is one of them.
Okay.
So it comes as a package, it's not something that, okay, beauty is isolated from wisdom, or wisdom is isolated from, it's all encompassing, and it's all, so the more you plunge into the consciousness, the more it reveals layers and layers of beauty that are you cannot imagine.